On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today is a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were losers last week, so they're Also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to the air with Nix. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. Christian Kirk deep to return it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
At the 31-yard line.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They're running for the first time with Damian Pierce. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. You look at this Bronco defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Stroud will run the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the bootleg, Stroud swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Again, it's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to the ball loose.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be
Consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 2 yards on the play.
The Broncos at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards. Here if they hope to move the chains.
And it's 3rd down.
Nix to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Texans offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing.
Oh, ready?
Stroud sets up the play action. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
The Texans, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Denver's offense now set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
On first and 10, it's Dallas. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Broncos, first down.
Here's Nix. He's got Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
To throw, here's Nix. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
And the Broncos first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
15 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mike Burton, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. And from the 1-yard line, they didn't try and reinvent the wheel, do anything cute. They just gave it to the big back.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1-yard line, With your big guy carrying the football, you'll question yourself the rest of the day. They got it done.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Stroud to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Lutz good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Texans 13.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, look at the juke. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here's Stroud. And he floated one out there incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Here goes Stroud again. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Pierce now up the middle. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Got his man down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
All right.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Marks not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That's complete to Dell. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have regained the lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the Last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd.
On play action, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Going left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Nix throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And Oliver that time they want to get in there and bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are once again back in front. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like go to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, Those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Nix. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Over 70. Yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. Back to throw. Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the air with Nix. He finds his target, Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Handoff to the fullback, Burton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
On the quick, right?
On the bootleg, Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and
Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 10.
Ready? Hop! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back. Sports for quarter number 3.
Will Butts to kick off for the Broncos.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Mills on the bootleg. Delivers another one to Pierce. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Mills to the air again. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Third and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
Mills now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And the Texans first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. John Franklin Myers gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
19.
Mills to throw it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Nix. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And his fine first half of the season continues. That is his 50th catch already. Well on his way to the century mark, and perhaps even significantly beyond that. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Give him another one right back to Allen. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're going. It's Nix. It's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the Texans' 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
Here's Nix once more. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
7-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They go play action. Mills. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Singleton on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
In motion right, that's Dell. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Mills. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Broncos offense and veteran Keenan Allen set to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Nix to the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field, just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Kirk now, the return man. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Texans will take over. But Houston's offense taking over again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now, Mills. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Nix from the shotgun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Bronco football, and they Also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Texans 16.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On play action, here's Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Denver.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
2nd and 11. It's taken in left side by Vele. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Go! 60 Bison, 60.
Now Mills. That's complete to Dell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 8.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Gets past one man. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll go right back to Pierce. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Pierce will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th.
Texans, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing, Mills. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Pierce is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
3rd and goal, Mills. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
He'll try to do it himself, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Broncos, first down. He's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Denver.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's now 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
And he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
13 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Broncos first down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. A short throw to Ingram. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Texans.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.